Welcome to Lesson 6 of How to Understand Quranic Grammar series. In the course of the first 5 lessons of this series, we have elaborately discussed the first of the 3 main topics about Quranic grammar. So we discussed the ism with all its aspects that concern our understanding of the Noble Quran. And we still have the remaining 2, fi'l and harf. It is absolutely necessary that you have watched these first 5 lessons before proceeding with this lesson, since today we'll be starting with a brand new topic, which is the Arabic fi'l. In Arabic, fi'l means verb, and this topic is possibly one of the most problematic topics for a lot of learners because of how fluid Arabic verbs are, and because of the variations of each verb in Arabic, which can be quite overwhelming for some beginners. But inshallah, with the proper knowledge that you will learn here, knowing how to deal with Arabic verbs, finding your way around them, and understanding Quranic verbs will be no problem inshallah. So when it comes to Arabic verbs, we'll be discussing 4 main aspects of the topic. And if you followed and understood all these 4, you will have control over any verb that you face in the Quran, inshallah. So the first one is going to be understanding pronouns. The second one is how to root verbs. Third is verb conjugation. Fourth is going to be about verb forms. And today we'll start with the most basic and essential concept of verbs, which is understanding pronouns in Arabic and being able to see them in the Noble Quran. So let's get started. First, we need to understand what pronouns actually are. Pronouns are the words that you use to replace the name of a person or a thing in a sentence. This person or this thing could be subject, so the doer of the action, and it could also be the object, which is the receiver of the action. This pronoun and others like it are called subject pronouns, like he, she, it, they, and so on. Whereas those are called object pronouns, like me, him, her, them, us, and so on. But there is also this kind of pronouns which are called possessive pronouns, which show that you own or something belongs to you. So clearly in English, the types of pronouns depend on their function in the sentence. In Arabic, however, this division is somehow different, since it is not dependent on the function of the pronoun, but the division of Arabic pronouns is dependent on how the pronoun looks like. That's why in Arabic there are 3 types of pronouns: separate pronouns, attached pronouns, and hidden pronouns. And we're going to start today with the separate pronouns, which you should already have an idea about if you followed the previous lessons. In Arabic, separate pronouns mean الضمائر المنفصلة, which is the literal translation of separate pronouns. And from their name, you can tell right away that these pronouns stand alone as separate words and cannot be attached to any other word. And as it happens, separate pronouns or الضمائر المنفصلة in Arabic are equivalent to subject pronouns in English. And these are the separate pronouns that have been mentioned in the Noble Quran. You will see that the singular pronouns will be shown in yellow, dual pronouns in green, and plural pronouns will be in orange. So let's start with the first set of singular separate pronouns. The first one is أنا, which means I, and we see it used in this example. فَأُولَئِكَ أَتُوبُ عَلَيْهِمْ وَأَنَا التَّوَّابُ الرَّحِيمُ. Next is أنت, which means you, like in this example. قالوا سبحانك لا علم لنا إلا ما علمتنا إنك أنت العليم الحكيم. The next singular pronoun is huwa, which means he, like in this ayah. وَهُوَ يَرِثُهَا إِن لَّمْ يَكُن لَّهَا وَلَدٌ. And the feminine version of this pronoun is hiya, which means she. We see it used in this ayah. وَأَوْحَيْنَا إِلَى مُوسَىٰ أَنْ أَلْقِ عَصَاكَ فَإِذَا هِيَ تَلْقَفُ مَا يَأْفِكُونَ. And here I gotta talk about one of the common mistakes in pronouncing huwa and hiya, which is when stopping at them, you should not pronounce the fatha on top of the waw or the ya. So you should say La ilaha illa hu. And if you keep on reading, you will pronounce the fatha normally, and you would say لا إله إلا هو الرحمن الرحيم. And the same goes for hiya. إن تبدوا الصدقات فنعما هي إن تبدوا الصدقات فنعما هي وإن تخفوها. So if you keep on reading, you say hiya, but if you stop at it, you would say he. Now the next three pronouns will concern the dual forms. And the first one is nahnu. And nahnu is used to refer to two people talking about themselves. So in spite of the fact that we translate it into we, it still means two in Arabic. But because we don't have a proper translation in English, we will have to stick with the translation of we. And we see it used with the dual meaning in the Quran in this example. وَمَا يُعَلِّمَانِ مِنْ أَحَدٍ حَتَّى يَقُولَا إِنَّمَا نَحْنُ فِتْنَةٌ فَلَا تَكْفُرْ. The next dual pronoun is أَنْتُمَا, which means you for dual form. So when two people are addressed, this pronoun is then used. أَنْتُمَا وَمَنِ اتَّبَعَكُمَا الْغَالِبُونَ. So this pronoun was used when Allah was addressing Moses and his brother Aaron. And that's why أَنْتُمَا was used to address both of them. The final pronoun for the dual forms is huma, which is the third person pronoun, which means they. And again, they here refers to two people. And it's been used only one time in the Quran when Allah was telling us about the journey of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, and his companion Abu Bakr as-Siddiq. May Allah be pleased with him. And we see it used in this ayah. إذ أخرجه الذين كفروا ثاني اثنين إذ هما في الغار. And finally, we move to the plural pronouns. And we start with نحن, which also could be used with plural nouns. And it means in English, we, like in this example. وَنَحْنُ نَتَرَبَّصُ بِكُمْ أَن يُصِيبَكُمُ اللَّهُ بِعَذَابٍ مِّنْ عِندِهِ أَوْ بِأَيْدِينَا. Next is أَنْتُمْ, which means you for the plural form. And we see it used in this ayah. وَلَقَدْ نَصَرَكُمُ اللَّهُ بِبَدْرٍ وَأَنْتُمْ أَذِلَّةٌ. Next is hum, which means they for masculine pronouns. However, it could also refer to masculine and feminine nouns if they are in the same group. And this happens in many places in the Quran, like in this example. وَمَا هُمْ بِخَارِجِينَ مِنَ النَّارِ. So here when we read the translation, it says they, in spite of the fact that hum is mainly used for masculine nouns, it does not exclusively here refer to men, but it also contains women whom this ayah is talking about. Next is hunna, and it means they for feminine nouns. But the difference between hunna and hum is that hunna is used exclusively for feminine nouns, unlike hum, which could be used for masculine or masculine and feminine nouns. Like in this example. الَّذِينَ يُظَاهِرُونَ مِنكُم مِّن نِّسَائِهِم مَّا هُنَّ أُمَّهَاتِهِمْ. So here, hunna exclusively refers to feminine nouns. So these were the 11 pronouns that have been used in the Noble Quran. And in order to help you remember them, I designed a poster with these pronouns and their translation, which you can download from the link that you can find in the description. So make sure to download it, and if you can, you should print it out because it will be very helpful for you when you start learning more about verbs and using them to understand the Quran even better. Thanks for watching. I hope you have learned something new today. If you did, please like and share the video for other people to learn from it. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel if you want to see more videos like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in Lesson 7.